Diesel, great to see you. Welcome to Popternative, man.
Thank you. I'm so excited to be here.
I'm excited to chat with you. I mean, we're finally getting new Ginny and Georgia. It's crazy, right? It's such
Yeah.
a weird feeling, right? You go, you film it, and now it's gonna be able to be like seen. Like, what is that like when a new season comes out?
I mean, it's really exciting. I feel like we are always just as excited as the fans because we have these such long hiatuses and stuff. Even when we're not filming, and then finally when we finish, like we just wrapped season 3 in September. It's been months and months of waiting, and of course we get early access to it. But being able to watch it fully finished and with the fans is just an indescribable feeling.
Take me through getting scripts for season 3 for the first time. What's that like for you after kind of being off for a little bit?
Yeah, so I mean, because of the strike and all of that stuff, we were delayed a little bit. But at the beginning of last year, 2024, we got the first scripts and did the big read through together and stuff before a big dinner, as we always do every season. And I mean, it was just so good to be back with everyone in that room and reading again. It feels like the first time every time, you know? It's very exciting.
Over the seasons, we've seen, your character Austin in different kind of settings and different situations. We see a lot of his home life. We see a lot of his school life. As an from an acting perspective, how do you balance those scenes specifically? It's the same character, but there's going to be kind of different maybe approaches because he's interacting with different people, different settings. What do you think about that?
Yeah, I mean, well, obviously he's going to be, different around different people and in different environments, as you said. And I feel at school, his guard is maybe up a little bit more. He's not as comfortable there as he is at home with Georgia and Ginny. Like they're really the only people he has permanently in his life. And I feel like at school, he can be a little bit uncomfortable and stuff at times.
You can answer this with season 3, but just in general, I'm just curious, what's it like being on a show that has flashbacks, and what's it like playing a character that we do eventually kind of see in flashbacks as well? Like, what's that like for you?
Yeah, I mean, it's really great. I mean, all the flashback scenes are really phenomenal, and uh, Austin being in flashbacks is kind of funny because I mean, you get to see him littler than we even saw him before. But sometimes, like in season 3, the amazing actor that plays Little Me in the flashback scenes kind of looks the same age as I did in season 1 and stuff like that. And so we giggle about that on set and stuff. Like it's a little bit crazy because I mean he was casted in season 2 looking so much littler, but now we've both grown and like it's kind of shifted. But it's really funny to see like Austin's origin story with Georgia and Ginny and stuff like that, and with Gil.
What would you say are what are the conversations like with kind of the showrunners, writers, directors compared to your cast? Are there a lot of conversations? Are those conversations happening before you go to production? Like, what are those conversations like in regards to kind of the creative of Ginny and Georgia?
Well, from Austin's point of view, I mean, they call us up a few months before we get filming, and they're like, "We have started production of said season and stuff like that. We'll be back at said date." And then really we start to kind of more get into conversations just a few weeks before starting to film, like a month or so. Doing wardrobe fittings and stuff like that, and being in the hair and makeup trailer, seeing what works for the character and stuff like that, and having other conversations and stuff, brushing past the showrunner and creator and writers and stuff like that.
Ask me who my favorite character in Ginny and Georgia is.
Who's your favorite character on Ginny and Georgia?
Austin's glasses.
Yeah,
Well,
the
there's a
glasses.
question there because they become a big part of like your character's arc and everything. Do you
Yeah.
think about that those glasses are a character?
I mean, they kind of are. Like they're like on the call sheet in the props thing. They're like Austin's glasses. Got to remember them. Every time we start a scene, it's like, where's Austin glasses? Austin's gonna have the glasses. But I mean, yeah, they play a big part in his story, and they make me look younger. So that kind of helps with my age.
Absolutely. It's interesting also to think about too, because, we'll see a scene, with you and Antonia or Brienne, and it's like maybe, 2-3 minutes runtime from a viewer perspective. But, there is a chance that scene might have taken, a whole day or two to film. When those big scenes happen that take a while, do they feel like their own mini movie or mini project, or do they feel overall part of Ginny and Georgia?
I mean, sometimes it can feel that way because like there's so many shots and stuff, especially if it's a big scene with multiple people. The scenes that have the most people in them take the longest because you need to do a single on these people and then a wider single on those those people, and then a wide shot of maybe two different people, and then like a wide shot of everyone in the scene and stuff like that. So those scenes really do take the most time, and sometimes it can feel like it's little independent project.
Absolutely. You know, a show like Ginny and Georgia has kind of a lot of elements, but of course, the self-reflection, coming of age, figuring things out is something that really kind of comes to mind. And you've been on the show now for 3 seasons. I'm just curious from an acting storyteller perspective. There are kind of some scenes and seasons where we see it more in Austin than other times, and we see it more with other characters. But playing these lost characters, right? These characters doing self-reflection, is it more fun or more challenging from an acting perspective? Because from the viewer perspective, they don't know they're lost. So I find that interesting. So what do you think about that?
Well, from an acting perspective, I would honestly say that challenging and fun go hand in hand. I feel like when something is really challenging and as an actor, it's more fun because you get to really kind of explore the character more and really delve deep into this job that you love doing. So challenging really does mean fun when you're acting.
Especially how season 2 kind of ended. There was a lot of crazy things, you know what I mean? Like, Dad, boom. You know what I mean? We'll just leave it at that.
Yeah.
Given that the show has those kind of moments where, people talk about them and like, oh my goodness, you know what I mean? I know from an acting perspective, you try not to do this because you're present. You want to do the scripts justice. You want to be in the moment. But like, do you ever think about the audience member watching Ginny and Georgia while you're making it, or think about how they're going to react to kind of certain things, like how that happened in season 2? Like, that was
Yeah.
insane.
Yeah, I mean, I think that part of being an actor is reading the script and then doing the scene and thinking 24/7 what is going to go the best with the audience watching it and stuff like that. What are they going to see with this scene? How are they going to react? How do I want them to react and stuff? So really, the audience is a really important part of how you shape a scene. Yeah.
Absolutely. Couple more questions now. When a new season of Ginny and Georgia drops, it's almost like an event when the release date is announced. And I'm wondering if you start kind of thinking about that, because you have that premiere, but even before the premiere and even before it drops, there is this kind of event kind of energy, right? About like, oh, we know we're getting more season. Like in
Yeah.
May, it's announced that we're getting new season in June. Like, do you think about announcements as like events? Because I find that really interesting.
Yeah, we do because like when they announce it, before they give us like a bunch of photos and stuff to like post on all of our social media and everything. So it really is kind of an event that they're like, okay, we're announcing something this date, and this date. Here's stuff that we want you to push out and stuff like that. So it kind of is an event. You wake up that morning, you do a bunch of stuff, you like everyone else's post, repost, da 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 da. So even the little announcements that even just Netflix makes on their social medias branch out and do become an event throughout the cast, really.
And last question: so much happens before you go to camera on a season of Ginny and Georgia. You're having a lot of discussions. You're preparing. You're reuniting with my favorite character in the show, Austin's glasses. There's a lot going on. So from an acting storyteller perspective, you can see it as two journeys, right? Before filming a season of Ginny and Georgia and after filming a season of Ginny and Georgia, or you could see it as one big journey with multiple steps in between. Which one
Yeah.
is it for you?
Well, I mean, from what I experienced, really, it's one big, 6 month journey of getting in the wardrobe, trying on wardrobe and stuff for the first time, and then getting into the hair and makeup trailer, and then reading all the scripts, and then filming it for like 5 months and stuff like that. And there really is. Pre and post production and stuff like that. So even now and for the past few weeks, it's still been being made. Like
Yeah.
in the studio and stuff with the creator and the showrunner and the editors and everything, and then they have to dub it and everything. So there is so much that goes on behind the scenes, even away from the main actors, that continue kind of making the show even after we've like wrapped shooting.
Are you used to the Netflix effect where like you've done it for 2 seasons now? Like, are you prepared? You're like prepared now, right? For the fact that like it drops so quick across all these different time zones, and like depending on where you are in the world, you wake up and people have already binged the season.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of crazy. Like, being from Australia and stuff, I was over there when season one dropped. I haven't been back since when the seasons have dropped. But season one, I was there when it dropped, and obviously the time differences and stuff like that. So you do kind of wake up and everyone's already had 10 hours to watch it, and it's like, wait, everyone's already seen it. And then of course the social media influx and stuff like that of just people finding you. and like the followers going up and being like, oh my god, wait, like everyone's seen me and knows me, like this is really crazy. So yeah, it is like that. You just wake up one day and everyone's seen it. It's
Can't wait for people to see season 3 of Ginny and Georgia worldwide
Yeah.
on Netflix. Diesel, so great chatting with you, man. Thank you so much
Thank
for your
you.
time.
Yeah, it's been great.
Instagram is just your name if people want to keep update with everything, right?
Yeah, I do also have a TikTok as well.
Absolutely. Oh, yeah, you do. That's a whole other.
Yeah.
That's a whole other thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Well, this has been Pop Turner, youtube.com/Pop Turner for previous episodes. Until next time, this is Diesel and PD Beats signing off.
Thank you for tuning in to Popternative. Make sure to check out our past episodes of Popternative on YouTube.
This has been an Autograph Communications production.